Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to be in conversation with ChatGPT 3.5. I think it's on at the moment, and it's 19th of December 2023. Now, just to put it in context, essentially this year, 2023, really has been the year that people have started genuinely using, generally using AI. It's and quite specifically ChatGPT, which is pretty much head and shoulders above everything else. It uses like a long language model, which makes it very easy and natural to communicate with, and it appears to have expert knowledge on pretty much everything. And it's the first bit of AI technology that's really sort of like woken people up to the idea that that this is a force that we're going to have to contend with in a very real way, sort of like from here on in. But I've got a feeling that this video, being looked back on in many years' time, is going to seem ridiculous. It's going to seem like sort of a man taking out a typewriter and being like, with this typing machine, a single man can produce 12 pages of written literature within the space of 5 minutes. And what will this mean for society? All those poor people will be able to read and write. How terrible would that be? It's going to sort of echo, look at this marvelous computational machine. Because this stuff's only going to become more and more integrated. But anyway, at the risk of sounding like one of those old recordings, I'm just going to. Hello, Nick. Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Certainly. Hello, everyone. I'm Nick, an AI language model here to assist and engage in discussions. I'm not a real person, but I'm here to provide information and have a chat on various topics. Let's dive into our conversation.
Okay, Nick. We may as well just hit the ground running. Can you tell us about the nature of truth?
Absolutely. Feel free to start wherever you'd like. Whether you have a specific topic in mind or a question, I'm here to chat and provide information.
What is truth?
What's on your mind?
What is truth?
The concept of truth is complex and can be approached from various perspectives. In a general sense, truth refers to the state of being in accordance with facts or reality. Different philosophical, scientific, and cultural traditions have explored and defined truth in nuanced ways. It's often seen as an objective reality that can be discovered or a statement that accurately reflects the state of affairs. Philosophers have delved into questions of absolute truth, relative truth, and subjective truth, contributing to the rich tapestry of discussions on the nature of truth.
As time progresses, more and more factual information is stored solely on computers.
Yes, as time progresses, our collective knowledge grows and more factual information is accumulated and stored. This is evident in various fields such as science, history, and technology. Advances in research, exploration, and documentation contribute to an expanding repository of facts and data. However, it's important to note that the accessibility and organization of this information can also present challenges. The sheer volume of data, coupled with the need for accurate interpretation, requires effective tools and methods for information retrieval and analysis. As technology evolves, our ability to store and retrieve factual information continues to advance, shaping our understanding of the world.
With more information being held on computer servers, does it not become easier to retcon facts from the past? Doesn't like this one, does it? Do you understand the term retcon? What does retcon mean?
Yes, I understand the term retcon. It is a portmanteau of retroactive continuity. In storytelling, especially in literature, comics, and other narrative forms, retcon refers to the alteration or reinterpretation of previously established facts in the continuity of a fictional work. This is often done to address inconsistencies, introduce new plot elements, or reshape the narrative to align with evolving creative directions. Retconning can impact characters, events, or the overall lore of a fictional universe.
So, with all information being held on computers these days, would it not be far more possible to retcon our own history to make it suit the current?
Theoretically, with the extensive storage and accessibility of information in the digital age, it might be possible to modify historical records or narratives. However, in practice, there are significant ethical, legal, and practical challenges associated with altering historical information. Ethically, the integrity of historical records is crucial for understanding and learning from the past. Deliberate manipulation of historical facts could distort our understanding of events and erode trust in the accuracy of information. Legally, many institutions and archives have strict policies in place to preserve the authenticity of historical records. Tampering with official records could have legal consequences. Practically, even if someone attempted to alter historical information digitally, there are likely to be redundant records, cross-referencing, and various forms of verification that would make widespread retconning challenging. In summary, while the digital age has transformed how we store and access information, intentionally retconning history faces numerous obstacles and is generally discouraged due to its potential negative impact on our understanding of the past.
But if access to those records is limited to what we can access via a computer, then the original records don't even need to be tampered with. Just access to them needs to be limited to some degree.
Limiting access to historical records is indeed a concern, and it raises ethical questions about transparency, accountability, and the potential for manipulation. Open access to historical records is crucial for maintaining an accurate understanding of the past and ensuring that information is not subject to undue censorship or bias. Efforts are made by institutions and archives to balance accessibility with the preservation of sensitive information. However, restricting access too much concerns about historical revisionism and the potential for those in power to control or shape narratives to suit particular agendas. In a digital age, it's important for societies to establish ethical guidelines, legal frameworks, and transparent practices for managing and providing access to historical records to maintain the integrity of historical knowledge.
I feel that we're constantly going through a process of historical revisionism anyway. The history
You're
I learned.
welcome.
Well,
If you have more questions or want to chat in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.